Welcome back, friends. It's Tuesday the 8th of November, and as you can see, I'm still in shirt sleeves. Just a little after lunchtime, and sun's been up for a while, and I got some solar, and I had a heat on earlier, and it's quite comfortable in here to work today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mock up in cardboard the steering helm, or helm position, or helm pod, or whatever you want to call it. And I've actually got CAD drawing I did many years ago, and I'm going to use that as the model, and we're going to see how things work out. I've got my engine controls, I've measured the steering helm pump and the wheel and all that stuff. So I've started out, I've given myself a vertical line that's dead center in the middle of the bulkhead that it will be mounted to. So I'm going to turn this all around and draw some lines, and we'll see how it goes. So my original drawing had a width for the whole unit of 2 feet 4 inches. Sorry for all you metric guys, but that would be 28 inches. Which comes to get this way. 28. 71 millimeters. Two foot 6.5. And 30.5 inches. And I think the lower portion is going to be beveled inwards because we have footrests that will be mounted here, and they have to fold up out of the way. So I'm going to probably put a bevel in about here and taper down to nothing. Now on the side there's this little notch for the engine control to sit on here, and that's 6 inches wide. One foot 6.5 inches. I drew this a long time ago. It kind of looks odd because the hull sides are slanted outwards, but that's might have to come up a bit. These are the engine controls. The handle's adjustable where it will go, but I think I'm going to bring that up almost right to the top. Yeah, so that's full speed ahead. That would be full reverse. So I think I'm going to have to be about around there. It's kind of hard when you don't have anything to support this thing to get a feel for it, but that would be just about right. That's one design change already. Let's see if we can get a few more. This bulkhead's going to be covered with a cherry veneer, but the portion that the console sits in won't be veneered. That would just complicate things. So I'm going to do this. I may actually put a bit of an angle. Okey-dokey. I got some hot glue running here, so don't need a whole lot. Okay, so I'm just going to go around and I'll come back when I've got it all glued on. Okay, I got my first little piece ready to glue in, and this is just going to be the little platform that the engine controller will sit on, so we'll just give it a bead of glue. Down. I don't have to be too overly accurate with this. This is just giving me a rough idea of the shape that this thing is going to end up being. Eventually these battens will be replaced with white oak that will support the plywood frame. So I got to get an idea about spacing and stuff, because the Helm pump comes out 4 inches and then has 2.5 inch shaft for the wheel to sit on, so that would put it at about here, which is 18-inch wheel, which I'll draw eventually. I may have to actually recess the Helm pump, but that's why this whole exercise is kind of important. So I'm going to draw the measure and draw the next piece, and then I'll come back again. This might be a little more tricky to get in. that's not right, but it's close. I forgot to take into account the angle on the end. So I'll trim this and I'll trim this. And like that. You see, this truly is cardboard aided design, so I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep at it. See what we come up with. But I think it's getting there. Yeah, this piece is a little trickier. It's got a corner in it here, so it doesn't fit exactly right. Can't seem to get it straightened out the way the cardboard was folded, but it'll be alright. I know it came out to exactly 22 inches by 22 inches, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tape to hold it in position so I can glue it. Because I just don't have enough hands. It's good stuff though. There we go. Excuse my back. There you go. Glue tape doesn't matter to me. So it's starting to cool off, so I went ahead and I mocked up my little steering wheel here, and it's spaced where it would be if I mounted the helm pump flush, and that's 6.5 inches off the box, which I think is too much. So I know now I'm going to have to recess the helm pump inside this space in here and probably close this space to maybe 3 inches, enough for your knuckles to get around the wheel, because it's a destroyer style wheel. I may raise it a bit more, I'm not exactly sure. The ergonomics don't seem too bad. With the captain's chair, it will probably be very comfortable to steer from here, and standing up you'd probably be steering from here or here. And the sight lines are good, especially with this nice little side window and the windscreens. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And it gives me an idea of the space that I'm working with. I think I am going to angle this side so I get about 10 inches. We'll have a 1/2 inch of framing, maybe a little more, 3/4 of an inch. So the electrical panel will go in this end, so this will get cut off here and this will get cut off here, and maybe we'll have a go at that tomorrow and see how it works out. So I'm just going to cut the slot and put the engine controls in and see how it goes.